Moonbirds is dropping next week at a 2.5 ETH mint price. And we predict this project is going to the moon.
We're going to go deep into why this is the most anticipated NFT drop, and we think it's going to generate over $80 million in sales. Everything you need to know on Moonbirds coming right up on this episode of Goats and the Metaverse. Stanley, what is happening? 2.5 ETH drop, and we think it's going to sell out. What is going on? How are you, my friend?
I am living the dream. I can't wait until we get into the project. But first, let's talk about my favorite part of the show, the Goat Bowl. The Goat Bowl is our way of giving back to our community. All you need to do is smash the subscribe button, and you automatically get entered into a chance to win one of these beautiful NFTs. Once we hit 5,000 subscribers, we open up our vault and start handing them out like hotcakes. Easy. All you need to do is subscribe. So help us get to 5K subscribers, and we can start handing them out. And I do. I know you usually do.
I liked it. I liked it. We're doing well, and that subscriber base is growing rapidly. So I'm anticipating we're going to be giving out that goat ball pretty soon. But speaking about big giveaways, let's go into our project today, Moonbirds. That is the talk of the town, the official Proof PFP. If you don't know what that means, well, Proof is a collective. It is a NFT community that was launched not too long ago by Kevin Rose. The collective is 1,000 items, 1,000 NFTs held by 928 owners, so 928 members in this collective, in this community. Started off at a price of 0.5 ETH. It was sold on a Dutch auction that started at 2.5, only got sold out at 0.5 ETH. And this really is a community for collectors. If you are an NFT collector, you want to be part of this community. And it curated a whole bunch of drops and kind of NFT chatter and Discord group and community of well-known NFT collectors and generative artists. And since it has launched, it is now sitting at a 92.5 ETH floor price. So entry ticket to join that. Entry ticket to join the club, $280,000 if you wanted to join Proof Collective today. It wasn't so long ago that was at a 0.5 ETH price when it came onto the market. So that collective done extremely well, and its members done extremely well. Main reason for that is they did a drop called the Grails drop, where they curated 20 unknown artists, unknown before the drop, but very known post the drop. And you were able to buy those mints before revealing who the artist was. Some of those were people like Tyler Hobbs, Lava Labs did a drop, and a couple of other very well-known NFT artists participated in that drop. And if you were one of the lucky people from the Proof Collective who acquired some of those NFTs on the drop, you probably were in the money. You sold some of those for more than 80 ETH. So you got your money back and change. And that started driving the activity of why people wanted to join this collective. So that is everything about Proof Collective. Let's talk about Moonbirds. Stanley, why is this the biggest anticipated drop?
Before we go into that, Proof Collective yesterday was sitting at 71 Ethereum. So if you had a little chutzpah, you could have bought Proof Collective at 71 yesterday, dove right in, flipped your way, and made 20 quick Ethereum. This game is so easy. Hashtag so easy. Not financial advice. Do your own research. It is not easy. So Moonbirds is the first PFP. Originally supposed to be a auction starting at 2.5 Ethereum. Kevin Rose dropped a video today, said, hey, the demand is so big, we're going to scrap the Dutch auction and we're going to do a contest through pre-mint. And all you need to do is sign up to register. You must have 2.5 Ethereum in your wallet. They are giving away, what is that final number? 7,875 lucky winners will be selected. and have their opportunity to buy one of these Moonbird NFTs. 2,000 are going to go to the Proof Collective. That means each Proof Collective holder is going to get 2, hence the price went up. And 125 Proof Treasury for future collaborations, marketing advisors, etc. So, I mean, they're pretty much telling you that these things are going to go to 10 Ethereum. If you get selected, they're based on my calculation, your calculation, based on our conversation before the show, and the floor proof going from 71 to 92.5. These things will probably start out somewhere at 10 Ethereum once purchased. The demand is crazy. Everybody is ready. And yeah, that's what I got. What you got, Yossi?
Well, let's talk about it. So it's being positioned as not just another PFP drop. It is a utility JPEG, a utility PFP. The Moonbirds themselves look pretty cool. I like their aesthetic. There's a couple of interesting things about this project that do make it stand out a little bit. One thing that you can do is called nesting. You can nest your NFT. And this goes to show who are the long-term holders. If you think about, you could have bought a Bored Ape just before the token drop, and you would have got the same 10,000 tokens that any other Bored Ape holder would have got. But what if you were one of the first people who originally bought an ape, had never sold it, and have been part of that community from the beginning? Maybe you should be rewarded something extra. That is what they're trying to do with this nesting feature that they're building in, rewarding their long-term holders. Other things that you get in this drop, you own the IP. That we're starting to see is pretty standard in the community. They're minting on Ethereum, but you offsetting for carbon for the environmentalists among us. Hosted on IPFS. Say that on-chain is coming. I would expect for a project of this size and caliber, they should have just gone on-chain from the beginning. But nonetheless, they say it's coming. And then they talk about this utility that unlocks a whole bunch of benefits and access to the Proof Metaverse. So what is that utility? Well, they've hinted to a whole bunch of different things and have spoken explicitly about some other things. Some things that they've hinted to. Releasing Grails raffles, where only Moonbird holders will be able to win those grails. So one of those Kevin Rose tweeted about, showing a X copy called the Glitch, and that will be raffled off to any of the Moonbirds holders and given away right there. Now that's an expensive giveaway for their 10,000 PFP collection. That's what he is hinting towards. Other things that they've been talking about, well, they're going to offer deep dives on everything in the NFT community on a weekly basis. They're having weekly highlights within their Discord group, launching a thing called Proof Academy to teach people about everything they need to know in the NFT world. Proof of Conference, an annual conference that they're going to do where only Moonbirds and Proof Collective holders can attend. Proof meetups around in your city next door. And Grails 2, which we spoke about at the beginning of the show, doing one of those types of Grails launches again. A lot of promises coming out of the Proof Collective team, but if you were originally in the Proof Collective, all you need to do is say, well, I bought an NFT for 0.5, it's now sitting at 92. These people made me a lot of money. I'm going to buy your pixelated owls because I think you're going to do it for me again. That is what is all the hype is about. And I think you're right, Stanley. These will sell out at the 2.5 ETH price point. And I think on initial trading, we'll be sitting at that we'll climb up to that 10 ETH type of price point. Whether it'll be able to maintain that kind of attention, that type of pricing activity, well, it's going to depend on whether Kevin Rose and his team can continue to ship and deliver. But in the short time they've been around in this community with Proof Collective, they seem to be doing just that.
Well, and I think the big thing for those people who don't realize who Kevin Rose is a legit entrepreneur. He has 1.6 million followers on Twitter. He is a big VC guy. Started a social news company back in the day called Dig. Then started a bunch of other startups. He's a general partner at Google Ventures. I mean, he knows how to pick winners. So he knows how to build companies and he knows how to pick winners. So you're going to assume that he's going to be able to build a brand around this concept. And as you were describing it, it sounded to me a little bit almost like the Gary Vee model with VCon, and
It's the same playbook.
it's the same playbook. And look, if you look at NFTs overall, it's people find the playbook and they copy other people's playbooks. But the question is, who can execute, right? And is it better to go bet 2.5 Ethereum on a guy like Kevin Rose versus a guy that's you've never heard of that has really good hype, in the Discord group, and his animal project, PFP project, is sitting at 2.5 Ethereum. Pudgy Penguin versus Kevin Rose. I'm gonna go bet on Kevin Rose.
Well, you heard
No
it here
disrespect.
first.
No disrespect.
No disrespect to Pudgy Penguins. I think what you're saying is valid. You're buying into a community of people who are on the inside, and they're saying that this is how you get access to that community. $80 million is a big chunk of change to be going out. I suppose if it's on the table, you take it, and the market is saying that it is on the table, and if you price at that price, we will buy. So why not charge there as opposed to going out at a 0.008 ETH price like everyone else is? They've managed to command mind share as being the premium access utility that is out there. And that's why they will be able to sell at that price. What we know is that they have changed some of their minting dynamics. Initially, this was going to be a Dutch auction. It has been changed since seeing a gas war happen the other day, and people being very upset about losing a lot of ETH trying to buy into Vayner Sports NFT drop.
$20+ million allegedly.
$20 million. Proof said, we're going to relook at our thinking on whether we should do a Dutch auction. They came back and said, you will need to have a access pass. You need to join our all list. And in order to do that, you need to have 2.5 ETH in your wallet. You can register, and then it'll be a raffle. And anyone who wins the raffle will be able to mint one Moonbird. Challenge with that is you're going to get a lot of bots now propagating ETH addresses with 2.5 ETH in it and registering, and I don't know if that's going to solve the problem that they're trying to, but it will probably prevent the gas wars from happening. But that's the mechanism that they have chosen. That drop is happening. Is it on the 16th?
Yeah.
And it's going to be the anticipated one of the week. So if you're interested, I would recommend the only way to do it is get into that access pass list, join the raffle, or you've got 92.5 ETH to spare. You can pick up 2 by buying a Proof Collective pass and getting in that way.
We'll make sure to link to the raffle in the description. And in other news, the GOAT, Tom Brady, bought an ape. The GOAT bought an ape. I love the animal comparisons. 133 Ethereum. He did not put it out on his socials, but they tweeted at him and said, you bought this. He said, I didn't inhale. So not sure what that means, but
I don't really know what it means either.
I guess it's, I don't know. I guess that's supposed to be a joint in his mouth. I'm not 100% sure. But Tom Brady, welcome to the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Congratulations to you for continuing to being the GOAT. Hope you don't win another Super Bowl, because I'll be very, very upset. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Remember, our goal is simple. We just want to provide as much value guys to you as possible. Hope you learned a few things along the way, make a few dollars. And we'll see you guys again next week. Have a good one, everybody.